Hi, can I just get a chicken cheddar quesadilla?
Chicken cheddar quesadilla?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And that's all.
Would like to see the sprinkle lights on now?
No, thank you.
This food on real quick. And then I'm going to tell you a YouTube story. Because it's the holidays. And I haven't made a YouTube video in a while. And holidays are mushy times of the year. So the moral of my story today is going to be well, you'll have to find out. But this YouTube video is in honor of someone very special to me. So, that fucker almost didn't give me back my change. So I'm going to tell you a story about something that happened to me 2 years ago. On this day, which will be the day that I will have uploaded this, tomorrow, the 22nd. I went down to Minerva Street to see the Christmas lights. And before that, I watched that movie, Reign Over Me, with Adam Sandler and, can't remember the other guy's name. But I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's about a guy who lost his family in 9/11. And he kind of just went crazy after he lost them. So, story is about him just kind of finding himself again. And, I just remember after watching, I was just like, wow, like, this guy lost everything that mattered to him. I don't know what I would do. And I remember turning to my boyfriend at the time and saying, wow, that movie just makes me so thankful to have a family. So thankful. So we go down to see the lights on Minerva Street, and we were going down, and I was in the turning lane to go down the street called Duval to get there. And I was in the turning lane, and it's about 8 o'clock, and the other light turned green to go straight off of the street I was on. And I looked, there was no cars around, so I pulled out of the turning lane and I went straight. We went to see the lights, and I got a phone call at 4 in the morning. And I never answer if someone's calling me at 4 in the morning, it's just like, really, it can wait till I'm awake. So, my phone's ringing at 4 in the morning, it's my mom, and something just told me that I needed to answer it. So, I answer it, and she says, I need you to come home right now. I need Tom to drive you home right now. And I'm like, it's 4 in the morning. I thought she was mad at me. I thought I did something wrong. She's like, can Tom please drive you to the house right now? I'm just like, what is it? Like, really, how important is this? And why can't I drive myself? And earlier she told me about a car accident. I told her she was just being silly. And she said, you remember that car accident that I had told you about earlier? And I said, yes. And she said, well, your father was in it. And my heart just sunk. And I was like, well, is he okay? She's like, I just need you to come home. I was like, well, okay, but is he okay? Is he in the hospital? Where's he at? Like, I wanted to be where he was at. I wanted to be right next to him so that I could, that's where I needed to be at that moment. I did not need to come home. I needed to be where he was. And she wouldn't tell me if he was okay. And so this question, I didn't want to ask it, but I said, is he alive? And there was silence. And she said, I just need you to come home. I need Tom to drive you home. And I started freaking out. I said, please tell me that he's not dead. And she would not give me an answer. And we drive to my house. And I get there, and my aunt's sitting in the doorway to the kitchen from the living room, and I see her, and she looks distraught. And I look, and there's my mom on the couch. Her eyes are bloodshot red. My brother's sitting there staring at the ground. And there's a policeman sitting on my couch. Mom said, He was there to talk to me. I've seen movies. I'm not an idiot. So I sit down, and he starts off fucking slow. I mean, God bless the guy. It can't be an easy job to do. But he starts telling me there was a crash on Duval and Dinah Shore. And around 8 o'clock, a car ran a red light and T-boned another car and flipped 3 times. And your father was the driver of that vehicle. He hit another driver. And I looked at him and I'm just like, is he alive or not? Spare me the fucking details, dude. Is he alive or not? And he looks at me and he said, neither of them made it. And the feeling that I had, I can only explain as this warm pins and needles that started in my head. And it went down through my body. I literally felt, if you can imagine, part of me just left my body. Almost like an outer body experience. I've never had one, but I'd imagine that that's what it was like. And I stared at the wall in disbelief. What do you say? I did not know what to say. It's just this reality just sunk in. And it was just a really unreal feeling. And I'm not telling the story to bring you down, because I know it's heavy. And people in general don't like talking about death because a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people haven't experienced having someone close to them die. So it's just a very taboo subject that you don't realize all this until you go through it. I'm basically telling you this because we're coming to the holiday times, and I know a lot of families have feuds and stuff, and you've gone through things with your family members where maybe you haven't talked to them for a while, and the moral of the story is just that life is so short. We are so fragile, and if you take it for granted, it could be gone tomorrow. Like, it's just hold the people that you love close and cherish the crap out of them, because you don't know how long they're going to be here. It's holiday times. Tell people that you love them. Put a smile on your face every day. That's what I do. People make fun of me because they think I'm cheesy, but you need to just put a smile on and walk through every day like it's your last day. And this is a tribute to my father, Lance Rodarte, born August 25th, 1960, and passed December 22nd, 2007. Have a Merry Christmas and hold the people that you love so very close to you. And have a wonderful holiday season. Peace out, YouTube.